Hi everyone, it's Ms. Cheska in the Fairmount Community Library Learning Lab, and this week is all about, you might have guessed it, bees. So let's get started learning about them. Why are bees so important? Because honeybees, bumblebees like this one here, solitary bees, they all are responsible for something called pollination. When they go from flower to flower, they are pollinating, and this allows food crops, fruits, vegetables, and even seeds to be made. If we didn't have them, we wouldn't have food. And let's not forget that honeybees also provide us with honey. Did you know that if it's properly sealed and there's no added water, honey can last forever? After bees have found some pollen and nectar, they will go back to their hive and tell the other bees where to find it, doing the famous waggle dance. The longer their dance, the further away the patch will be. Let's take a look at the honeybee life cycle. First, an egg will be laid, and then they will become the larvae, then the pupa, and then finally they will emerge as the adult honeybee. Our neighbor is a hobby beekeeper, and he allows us to come and visit the hive and observe it. Some of the bees are always coming in and coming out, while other bees stay on guard. Here are some of the bees working on the honeycomb. Different bees have different jobs in the hive. Can you spot the queen bee here? It has a mark on its back, and it is quite large. The job of the queen bee is to lay eggs, sometimes up to 2,000 eggs per day. There are lots of different kinds of bees, and they're all important. Bumblebees, honeybees, carpenter bees, dicker bees. There's also a wasp on this page, which some people think is a bee, but it's not. Not everyone can have their own honeybee hive. However, we've given you supplies in your kit that you can use to make your own hive or honeycomb. You're going to need bubble wrap, yellow paint, your bee figurines, and paper, as well as scissors. So the first thing that you want to do is get your paper and your bubble wrap around your finger or your hand, and you're going to dip it in a small amount of yellow paint and start stamping. Stamping like that will give you a honeycomb effect. So you will wait for it to dry and then cut out the honeycomb hexagon shape, and you can glue that onto another piece of paper, and then you can use your figurines to move around the hive. Some bees don't live in a hive at all. They're called solitary bees. Did you know that you can also make a bee hotel for these bees? It's very simple, and you can use recycled materials. If you want to make your own solitary bee hotel, you will need to collect some items. You need a plastic bottle, scissors, tape, and paper bags. You want to cut your paper bags into long strips that will be the length of your plastic bottle, and then you're going to roll them tightly. After they are rolled, you want to secure them with tape, and you're going to place them into the plastic container. Once your container is filled with as many rolls as you can put in, it will be ready to take outside and set up. You want to place your bee hotel somewhere near flowers, not too high off the ground, and before you know it, you may have a bee. Thanks for joining the Fairmount Community Library Learning Lab and learning a little bit more about bees. Share your bee projects with us.